Welcome to another live gathering with SOaR community. Today is a sweet, short, and simple practice to release emotions or energies that you may have picked up from other people or connected with yourself, to then receive the emotions and energy that you desire. So without further ado, my name is Renee. I am a guide here within the SOaR community, and an invitation to have water handy. Maybe you take a sip of water now to allow the flushing of your system to begin. And after this practice, I definitely invite you to continue drinking water, because we do move energy in these gatherings for sure. And everything that I offer is an invitation. If at any point you feel called to do something different, listen to your inner guidance. Your inner guidance is the number one compass in all knowing for your own life. I'm simply here to plug in seeds, and if you feel called to receive them, you receive them. So an invitation for today's practice to stand up or sit down. This is something that you can do out in public or alone on your own time, or even if you're amongst other people, you can step aside into a private room, a bathroom, and engage with this practice. So for today, you can stand on your feet or sit down and have your feet grounded into the floor if that's available for you. So with your feet underneath you, an invitation to close the eyes, or gently allow the eyes to fall closed. And noticing your inhale and your exhale. Maybe your hands fall to your belly as you notice the belly rise and fall. And on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being sad or empty, and 10 being happy and joyful, where are you feeling right now emotionally on the scale from 1 to 10? And whatever number arises, may this number simply be just a number. The emotion does not define you. You are merely strengthening your capability of noticing your emotions. So with this number, let it float on out and your eyes may open. So at any point, if you feel like you've sponged up other people's energy, or you're even in a conversation with someone, or someone has recently walked by you and you feel different, an activity or a practice that I love and I go to often is snapping. So snapping around your whole body and then brushing off your body. So by snapping around the body and brushing off the body, you are releasing the stagnancy that you may have soaked in around you. So we will do this now just to play with it a bit and see how it feels for you. So with your feet grounded, snapping around your body, around your head, chest, moving the energy around you, snap, snap, snap. And when you feel satisfied, you can brush off. Sometimes I flick too. I'll brush and flick. Maybe a couple more snaps. You may yawn, cough, sneeze, it's all a release. And since I'm doing it now, an invitation to have your arms up above your head and shake out. And eyes may close, hands can drift down by your sides, over your heart, or one over belly, one over heart. Notice what you notice. And welcome the hands to fall to the side if that feels right for you. With the eyes closed, bring your focus to your heart space, the center of your chest, your heart chakra. And here, begin imagining a light. I love choosing golden light, but you can choose any color that you feel called to. And this color can also shift and change if that takes place. And with this light, imagining the light to grow stronger and brighter and wider as you connect with your inhales and exhales. And maybe you set the intention that this light is cleansing your aura, cleansing your energy body, and cleansing your physical body. To make space for the sensations and the emotions that you may desire to feel. And maybe this light takes up the entire body. Now bring to mind or to heart a sensation or an emotion that you desire to feel. And this sensation and emotion is now dancing and moving throughout the light that now encompasses your body. Let's take one deep breath together as community, in through your nose, all the way up towards your chest. Exhale out through the mouth. Hands come to heart center. Now bring all of the light back from your body straight to your heart. Maybe you give yourself a little smile or a hug. And relaxing your hands wherever they feel called to go. Bring to mind the scale of 1 to 10 once more. 1 being sad and low, 10 being joyful and happy. Where do you fall emotionally on the scale now? It may change, it may stay the same as at the beginning of practice. Beautiful, and whatever emotion and whatever number comes up for you, begin to simply play with observing the number and observing the emotion and not having it mean anything. Okay, when you feel called to, your eyes may open and coming back into the space. So before we close off today, as I said, it was nice, short, sweet, and simple. The snapping, you know, when I first began to snap, that came to me when I was engaging with plant medicine a couple years back, and I found myself snapping around me when I was with the plant medicine around other people. And then as life went on and I was simply being without any medicines, I would notice myself snapping. So as I continued, I felt a little weird snapping around other people when I wasn't on medicine. I didn't have that inner confidence or that inner, like, yeah, I'm doing this just because I want to. So I found myself going and doing it at home or privately in a different setting. And I found that it really does support immediately with shaking up what you may have soaked in from yourself or from others or from surrounding areas. And then the brushing allows what was released or what was brought up to be released. And then to connect with that light is bringing in calling in a frequency or a vibration or an emotion or a sensation that is more desired, right? So when we release something, there's space, so that space is going to be filled one way or another. So to be intentional about calling in something that you desire or something that feels good for you into the space, instead of having it just be filled with another sponge-like absorption of energies or sensations or emotions from other people. So as you practice with this on your own and at home, you may feel called to start doing it when you're around other people, and they may wonder why you're snapping around you, even if it's really fast and quick. But that's not for them to have to figure out. It's for you and your practice. Okay, dear community, it's been so lovely to connect with you today. If you have any questions or curiosities or anything that came from this practice, I would love to hear, so drop it in comments, and we will be seeing you next week.